going live, and we're live.
All right. Well, here we are live on YouTube, Nathan. This is pretty exciting.
It always is, Ryan. It's always a pleasure to be able to do reactions with you, by the way. Just a heads up.
And sorry, I should ask you really quickly. Are you also recording just in case YouTube blocks this?
I am not recording, so...
Aren't you glad I said something?
I am glad you said something. Let me go.
Okay, just in case, because we're doing an actual album review. We're doing a full album review. Leonard Cohen's "I'm Your Man" is the name of the album. It came out in 1988. Now, if you're coming to this video because you're a Leonard Cohen fan, we know nothing. So don't add us with "How come you guys don't know?" or "I can't believe you don't know?" or "How is it you guys don't know?" We just don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
Here's a rare thing, Ryan.
So let me. Ryan doesn't know.
Okay.
Nathan okay. Sorry, I shouldn't speak for both of us. I apologize.
So some people know this. I'm an English teacher. An English teacher. I wouldn't really say it that way at all. In fact, one of the things that drives me up the wall is being an English teacher and then having people going like, "Oh, you're an English teacher. Oh, let me tell you everything I know about English." Leonard Cohen's a very famous poet. Very famous. He's come up in a lot of my books of poetry. I've seen his name appear, and I've read a couple of his poems. So I know the poetry side, and I know there's a song or two that, if somebody played it, we'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's Leonard Cohen," or you know what I mean? It pointed out to us, and so we'd know that that's Leonard Cohen. But other than that, and we're Canadian, I know we're gonna get all kinds of
yes.
You don't know.
Just like with our Joni Mitchell when we said that. Look, in '88, he was already 70 years old. I don't know. He was an older gentleman. We were 13. We're not listening to Leonard Cohen when we were 13. Most teenagers in the '80s weren't listening to Leonard. Let's be honest.
Yeah. So we don't really know him well at all, which actually makes it a good, suggestion for us to do as a reaction.
Yes. Absolutely. This is a Patreon request from Richard. He paid the tier on our Patreon to do an album review or reaction, and we're more than happy to do that. We thank you, Richard. Very kind of you. And I love the album reviews. I really do, because it's just a full experience of what the artist or band was expressing at the time of that recording, right? This is something that, hey, this is kind of the theme of this album. So I love doing album ones, quite frankly.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. Sounds like it's a great album, and we know nothing about it, so it's a good fit.
We know nothing. Yeah. Right. Well, I don't know. Do you just want to start rolling into it, I guess?
Let's just go straight into it, yeah.
Let's just go into it. So what's the first song called?
First We Take Manhattan. This is probably one I've heard. This is actually one I think I've heard. I look at the lyrics, and the First We Take Manhattan, then we take Berlin. I'm pretty sure I've heard that line before.
Well, we should say, Nathan, this album is his 8th studio album at the time in 1988, and it did move into what it says here, Cohen's more modern sound than maybe previous sounds at the time, or sounds of his albums at the time. And this album was his most successful, I guess, sales-wise, which Cohen had released in the U.S. So I would suspect that you and I were 13. We were certainly familiar with Much Music, or that's the MTV of Canada, radio play. So at the very least, there probably will be one or maybe two songs on this album where I'll be like, "Oh, that was him," or "Oh, that's that song." So I don't know by the song titles, but again, this was a highly reviewed album, popular one of his career. So there might be a song or two that I too might, "Oh, that's him." I had no idea. So we'll find out if that's the case. Yeah.
Yeah. So
all right, first we take Manhattan, Nathan. Let's do it.
Yeah, I think we've both heard this one, but we'll see.
It's much more up tempo than I anticipated.
They sentenced me to 20 years of boredom for trying to change the system from within. I'm coming now, I'm coming to reward them. First, we take Manhattan. Then we take Berlin.
Okay, so I knew the song, but not this part.
I don't know this one at all.
Guided by a signal in the heavens. I'm guided by this birthmark on my skin. I'm guided by the beauty of our weapons. First, we take Manhattan. Then we take Berlin.
I really like to live inside you, baby. I love your body and your spirit and your love. But you see that night that moving through the station, I told you I was one of us.
Now you love me as a loser, but now you're worried that I just might win. You know the way to stop me, but you don't have the discipline. How many nights I prayed for this to let my work begin. First, we take Manhattan. Then we take Berlin. I don't like your fashion business, mister. And I don't like these drugs that keep you thin. I don't like what happened to my sister. First, we take Manhattan. Then we take Berlin.
I really like to live beside you, baby. I love your body and your spirit and your clothes. But you see that night that moving through the station, I told you I was one of us.
And I thank you for those items that you sent me.
I like his voice.
The monkey and the plywood violin. I practiced every night. Now I'm ready. First, we take Manhattan. Then we take Berlin. Remember me, I used to live for music. Remember me, I brought your groceries in. Well, it's Father's Day and everybody's wounded. First, we take Manhattan. Then we take Berlin.
Boom, boom, boom. Well, right off the bat, I was surprised at the tempo. I don't know why I thought I was going to hear something slower. The only Leonard Cohen song I think I might know, of course, is his great rendition of the Hallelujah song.
Oh,
I
right.
believe he does. Yeah. I love that. I love that. And I wasn't surprised by hearing his voice. I was like, oh, I've heard his voice. I'm sure I've heard it other than that song, Hallelujah, which he does a great job of. But you're right. It has that very unique sing-talking voice, which for poetry or what have you, and that's what we were getting here, is real poetry, but with the backdrop of music. Very an interesting combination because he slightly sings. I don't know if it's not talking, but it's that very smooth, jazzy, sultry voice, And to be able to sing, talk like that is in its own right, it's very difficult. But he, like you said before at the beginning, Nathan, he's a poet. Mm-hmm. That's his thing. He's a writer. Like he writes imagery and lyrics and storytells, and I think we're getting a good example of that with this opening track.
And I don't know this. Maybe like super fans of Leonard Cohen will know this. I'm pretty sure, but I'd be guessing that he was a poet, writer, way before he was a musician. But
okay,
I could be wrong. He could have been a musician and then got into poetry, or vice versa. I don't know. So if people know the answer to that, I don't actually know the answer. My introduction to him was through poetry, so I assume that. But yeah. All right.
Yeah, what did you think of the song?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah,
that's okay.
Let's keep on going.
That's right.
I like it. I think it's the kind of music that, like you said, I didn't anticipate it. I didn't anticipate it going that direction. I guess I assumed it was going to be, like you said, a little slower. That like 80s kind of beat sound and the like synth and everything in there. I was kind of like, oh, okay. I wonder if the entire music or the whole thing is like this, or if that's just the like.
Yeah, it may be every other song. I won't say snooze fest. I shouldn't say like that, but I wonder if every other song is a slower, sultry type song. I'm sure he's got a couple in here. He's got 8 songs. I can't imagine they're all fast beat like that, but maybe they are. The background singer, Nathan, her name is Anjani or Anjani. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. She has her own stuff. She's got a few of her own discography. She's from Honolulu. She's 62 now, so
she's quite young.
34 years ago, 34 years ago she would have been. And Leonard is 54 at the time of this recording, and of course he passed away just about 5.5 years ago. But he was 54 during the recording of this album, so definitely past the twilight of his career, or sorry, the peak of his career as far as like age. I guess you could say 50s is, but I guess this is his top-selling album, or most popular album. So for 54, it's pretty cool. But I think that's large parts that updated contemporary 80s sound that we're hearing. That's probably what elevated a little bit. Is a little bit more accessible to young people like us to listen to. So,
cool. I wanted to just do a quick shout out we got in our super chat in our live stream. So we are currently live streaming this, and we don't always do the live stream, but this is one of the benefits of doing this. We have someone in our live stream who donated a little bit, so thank you for that. And
thank you, Zada.
Yeah, and if I'll let you know this, Zada, if you're like all about this stuff, you can request a song. You are in the club of being able to not request a song, but your name will go into a draw. We try to do weekly draws. We might do one today or maybe next week. So if you've got a suggestion for us, we can put your name in the draw, and we could
chance to win. You did donate $5 or more, you get a chance to win a free review. Okay, that's awesome. Good job.
Okay, next song. Here comes.
Let's do it.
It is called Ain't No Cure for Love.
Nope. Is that Kenny G?
Kenny G.
Is it?
Oh, pause it?
Yeah, sorry. I should have said Stevie Ray Vaughan was the guitarist on the first song.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
You would not have...
I know. So... Yeah. I know, it's something we should have looked. Why don't you guys research? Oh, shut up. If you want us to review your albums, let us know. We give it the same care that we're doing here. So Stevie Ray Vaughan was playing on that as well, the first track. So it made me think, because he said Kenny G, and like, I don't know if that's him on this track, but anyways, it's some good sax playing here. Yeah, I love good sax.
Kenny, sorry, not Kenny G. Stevie Ray Vaughan is somebody I have a lot. If you want to get us to react to Stevie Ray Vaughan, man, that is a journey that Ryan needs to go on, and I would love to come along on that one. So, yeah. All right, here we go.
All right.
More Kenny G.
I loved you for a long, long time. I know this love is real. It don't matter how it all went wrong. That don't change the way I feel. And I can't believe that time is gonna heal this wound I'm speaking of. There ain't no cure. There ain't no cure, there ain't no cure for love. I'm aching for you, baby. I can't pretend I'm not. I need to see you naked in your body and your thought. I got you like a habit, and I'll never get enough. There ain't no cure, there ain't no cure, there ain't no cure for love.
There ain't no cure for love. There ain't no cure for love.
All the rocket ships are climbing through the sky. The holy books are open wide. The doctors working day and night, but they'll never ever find that cure for love.
Ain't no drink, no drug.
I tell her angels,
There's nothing pure enough to be a cure for love.
I see you in the subway, I see you on the bus. I see you lying down with me. I see you waking up. I see your hand, I see your hair, your bracelets and your brush. And I call to you, I call to you, but I don't call soft enough.
Good writing.
There ain't no cure, there ain't no cure, there ain't no cure for love. I walked into this empty church, I had no place else to go. When the sweetest voice I ever heard whispered to my soul, I don't need to be forgiven for loving you so much. It's written in the scriptures, it's written there in blood. I even heard the angel declare it from above. There ain't no cure, there ain't no cure, there ain't no cure for love.
There ain't no cure for love. There ain't no cure for love.
All the rocket ships are climbing through the sky. The holy books are open wide. The doctors working day and night, but they'll never ever find that cure for love.
So this will be a test to see if anybody made it past the first track if they start adding me in the comments. So anyone that adds me in the comments after I make this statement then I know they didn't listen to this whole frickin' review. So, Belinda, our favorite Expanse follower, she's listening to us on YouTube right now, and she wanted to correct me in saying that this shows my ignorance, my lack of understanding, that Leonard Cohen didn't cover or do a rendition of Hallelujah. He wrote it. That was my bad. So he is the author of that song. I thought for some reason it was done by somebody else first. So his rendition of Hallelujah that I'm familiar with or know a little bit of, he's the man behind it. So if anyone comments and says, "Yeah, just so you know," well, no, they didn't go all the way through this review. Shame on them.
Well, here's the funny thing. As people, like, because this is live, so if you watch the live version of this, the comments come up too. So you see the comments. So yeah.
We got you. No, I'm just joking. No, we appreciate that. So we said at the very beginning of this video, my ignorance will show because I don't know anything about Leonard other than I do know that he's Canadian. I did know he was a kind of a poet singer writer, and I did know his singing style was like this. That it's that kind of talky, sing-songy.
So what do you think
I
of the
like
song?
how he. No, and I was going to get this. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, the song isn't as strong as the first one. It's a little bit dated. A little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of those love songs. That's exactly what this is. It's a straight up love song, and in fact, it's fine. Some of the imagery that he says here is very nice. I like his metaphors. I suspect he's probably a religious individual because I'm seeing that in his writing as well. The allegories from religion or metaphors from religion. But there was a guitar part that was very similar to the Police "Every Breath You Take," and that's what was kind of throwing me off. I almost could hear the Police version of "Every Breath You Take" in the song, so it kind of threw me off because every time that lick came in, I didn't want to pause it when it was happening because we don't do that we don't pause songs in our channel, but it's in there. And people who know this song will know what I'm talking about. But it's a fine song. It's good. Again, I'm surprised by the tempo, the beats per minute that each song so far is moving. Even this quote unquote love song, it's moving. It's a moving sound. Yeah.
I guess I was anticipating him being a very sultry kind of singer, so that part I was prepared for. But the quality of the writing, I guess that's what I'm more surprised by. Like, you're right, the song sounded very conventional up until a certain point, and then I could tell, oh no, this is very like well targeted as a love song. And then that whole section there about religious, walked into this empty church, had no place else to go, when the sweetest voice I'd ever heard whispered to my soul. Then it kind of like, oh wow, this has depth on a different level all of a sudden. So I like that about good music that isn't just like, trite, shallow lyrics that, just scratch the surface of what they're trying to get at. This actually hits you on various levels.
Right, he's a master crafter at putting together lyrics, and I've always said a good song is actually a poem with a soundtrack. Yeah. And so Leonard Cohen's got the ability, obviously, to write good lyrics or poem writing, or however you want to put it.
Absolutely.
Poetry to music. Yeah. Okay. Let's. What's the next one called there?
The next one is called Everybody Knows. Oh, I think I know this one.
Okay. All right.
I think.
Everybody knows that the day is so loaded.
This is an awesome song.
Everybody rolls with their fingers crossed. Everybody knows the war is over. Everybody knows the good guys lost. Everybody knows the fight was fixed. The poor stay poor, the rich get rich. That's how it goes. Everybody knows.
Oh, that's such good writing.
Everybody knows that the boat is leaking. Everybody knows the captain lied. Everybody got this broken feeling, like their father or their dog just died. Everybody talking to their pockets. Everybody wants a box of chocolates and a long stem rose. Everybody knows. Everybody knows that you love me, baby. Everybody knows that you really they do. Everybody knows that you've been faithful, give or take a night or two. Everybody knows you've been discreet, but there were so many people you just had to meet without your clothes. And everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. That's how it goes. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. That's how it goes. Everybody knows. And everybody knows that it's now or never. Everybody knows that it's me or you. And everybody knows that you live forever. Or when you're done a line or two. Everybody knows the deal is rotten. Old Black Joe still picking cotton for your ribbons and bows. And everybody knows. And everybody knows that the plague is coming. Everybody knows that it's moving fast. Everybody knows that the naked man and woman are just a shining artifact of the past. Everybody knows the scene is dead, but there's gonna be a meter on your bed that will disclose what everybody knows. And everybody knows that you're in trouble. Everybody knows what you've been through. From the bloody cross on top of Calvary to the beach in Malibu. Everybody knows it's coming apart. Take one last look at this sacred heart before it blows. And everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. That's how it goes. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. That's how it goes. Oh, everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Okay, so I know I've heard this song before,
Okay.
but I suspect there's either a cover or a redo of this song, because for some reason the version that I'm familiar with is like more electronic or something like that. Like, it just feel like I don't recall it being so like just like kind of, you can barely hear a beat and you can barely, that little guitar playing. His voice is like what obviously carries that song. So I don't know if anyone, I'm sure people have covered it, you know what I mean? But anyway, that was just my initial impression. My second thought is like, this is his work at like epic levels. I wonder how long he worked on a song like this, because some of the rhymes and the lyricism is so strong, so like the imagery is so well done, and it's such a like. Okay, I want to hear what you have to say. Actually, more.
No, I was waiting. I talk too much, so
Well, this is good. You have good things to say, so I'm curious to hear what you have to say.
I'm just a corn dog. I don't know anything.
I'm just an asshat.
So interesting enough, we talked about how the previous song had a little bit of the guitar sound from the song "Every Breath You Take" from the Police. Well, interesting enough, this song I believe was ripped off by U2. At the end of Zooropa, they collaborated with
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash. Thank you, boy. I was going to get your help. So, and Johnny Cash has a very similar singing style to Leonard Cohen. That and it's called The Wanderer, and it's a great song. But it's very simple, and it's like doom, doom, doom. And that bass line that's in this song is almost verbatim the same bass line for The Wanderer that U2 released in, I think it was 1990 or 92 was Zooropa. So I just find that interesting, which I wonder, this is 4 years before Zooropa, so I wonder if U2 kind of borrowed the idea of that driving little bass line of a wandering bass line with a singing version of a singer. They got Johnny Cash to do it. It's very similar. Trust me, if you go Google The Wanderer or U2 with Johnny Cash, you're going to hear something very similar between these two songs. Okay. Yeah. Again, great imagery with biblical stuff. I love that juxtaposition between the bloody cross on Calvary to the beach of Malibu, because you've got suffering and agony on one end of the spectrum of the human experience to like chilling on the beach at Malibu. So a great juxtaposition there. I mean, he's tapping into with this album. He's tapping into his ability to write metaphors and lyrics and piece together words, and with that perfect melody of music that just fits his voice. I love the female. I hope he keeps it up, because I voice it. I hate to use the word juxtaposition again. I love the yin yang of the male female duet. Yeah, I've always enjoyed that in songs, and so to hear his deep sultry voice with this very beautiful female singers throughout these last few tracks has been great.
See, that's what I'm saying. You said stuff that I was thinking, but it was even better said than I said it. So
it's not a competition, Nathan. It's not would you just?
Okay, let's watch the next one.
Okay.
Next one is called "I'm Your Man."
I'm your man.
No, I'm your man.
If you want a lover, I'll do anything you ask me to. And if you want another kind of love, I'll wear a mask for you. If you want a partner, take my hand. Or if you want to strike me down in anger, here I stand. I'm your man. If you want a boxer, I will step into the ring for you. And if you want a doctor, I'll examine every inch of you.
Oh yeah, late doctor.
If you want a driver, climb inside. Or if you want to take me for a ride, you know you can. I'm your man. Are the moons too bright? The chains too tight? The beast won't go to sleep. I've been running through these promises to you that I made and I could not keep. But a man never got a woman back, not by begging on his knees. Or I'd crawl to you, baby, and I'd fall at your feet, and I'd howl at your beauty like a dog in heat, and I'd clog your heart and I'd tear at your sheet. I'd say, please, I'm your man. gotta sleep a moment on the road I will steer for you. And if you wanna work the street alone, I'll disappear for you. If you want a father for your child, or only wanna walk with me a while across the sand, I'm your man. If you wanna love him, I'll do anything that you ask me to.
Have you ever, of course, your wife notwithstanding, of course, before your wife, have you ever pined for a woman so badly you couldn't relate? I could never write the way he writes, of course. I would never even attempt or claim that. But hearing these words of what he would do for this woman, it's like, man, that's always a wonderful place of love to be in. That, like, I would just do anything for you. Whatever you need me to be, I will be there. I'm begging you. Like, what is it? You need me a doctor? What is it you need me to be? I will. Yeah, to pine or to grovel almost for the attention or love of a woman. It's a powerful force, my friend.
Yes. Yeah. I was just thinking like that song is probably has the most sexual imagery of all of them. That's subtle, and it made me think like there's so many like garbage songs out today that like don't even bother to cover up or hide what they're singing about.
Yeah.
And it's subtle, but it's there, and it's his voice and the combination of the what he's singing about and how he's saying it. You really get that feeling without him going like, I'm singing about sex. It's
right.
You can kind of get that from it, which is again great writing, great what an excellent human being, for being able to pull that off in poetry and in music. So yeah, loving it.
Yeah, loving it, loving every minute of it. Do loving every minute of it. No. It's a song. Okay. There's a reason why I don't sing. Okay, so this next one is what's Take This Waltz, or what's this one called?
Take This Waltz Paris version.
Ah, Paris Hilton version. Sweet.
Paris Hilton was probably like 5.
Yeah. Pretty women. There's a shoulder where death comes to cry.
And it does have a waltz feeling
There's
to
a
it.
lobby with 900 windows. There's a tree where the doves go to die. There's a piece that was torn from the morning, and it hangs in the gallery of frost. Aye, take this waltz, take this waltz, take this waltz with a clamp on its jaws. Oh, I want you, I want you, I want you on a chair with a dead magazine, in the cave at the tip of the lily, in some hallway where love's never been, on our bed where the moon has been sweating, in a cry filled with footsteps and sand. I take this waltz, take this waltz, take its broken waist in your hand. This waltz, this waltz, this waltz, this waltz, with its very own breath of brandy and death, dragging its tail in the sea. There's a concert hall in Vienna where your mouth had 1,000 reviews. There's a bar where the boys have stopped talking. They've been sentenced to death by the blues. Ah, but who is it climbs to your picture with a garland of freshly cut tears? Take this waltz, take this waltz, take this waltz, it's been dying for years. There's an attic where children are playing, where I've got to lie down with you soon, in a dream of Hungarian lanterns, in the mist of some sweet afternoon. And I'll see what you've chained to your sorrow, all your sheep and your lilies of snow. Take this waltz, take this waltz, with its I'll never forget you, you know. This waltz, this waltz, this waltz, this waltz, with its very own breath of brandy and death, dragging its tail in the sea. And I'll dance with you in Vienna. I'll be wearing a river's disguise, the hyacinth wild on my shoulder, my mouth on the dew of your thighs. And I'll bury my soul in a scrapbook with the photographs there and the moths. And I'll yield to the flood of your beauty, my cheap violin and my cross. And you'll carry me down on your dancing to the pools that you lift on your wrist. Oh my love, oh my love, take this waltz, take this waltz. It's yours now, it's all that there is.
I was going to mention in our chat, Belinda said that because she's been to the concert of Leonard Cohen, she said that he would dance around on stage waltzing, performing this song. And so I was imagining, this, all we have is a picture of Leonard Cohen. I think he's holding a banana. I'm trying to imagine this guy, this 50-year-old man, waltzing around on stage, and singing this song. And it was an incredible image for me I'm glad that she suggested or suggested that idea. It's interesting to put that image in my mind. This to me was like, putting this song out there takes guts to me, because you think of the other songs. The first song was kind of like more 80s sounding, then kind of like the more familiar songs we've heard, and then a waltz. Like, yeah. Who does a waltz in the 80s? Nobody. And to have the guts to no, I'm a musician. I do what I do as a musician, and have people like it. I think it's a great song. It wouldn't be one that I would be like, oh, that's the best song in the album, but it's still, to me, like as far as artistic, it's probably the most artistic in that he took a risk, and it's, musically it sounds great. There's so much imagery there, so it pays off.
Yeah, I think it was one of my favorites that we've heard so far. Actually, I was surprised by how much I liked it. I was a little bit nervous. The idea of a waltz, and it started off with a waltz sound, but I really loved the poetry he used, and the background singer. I'm sorry, I don't know who it is who's actually singing at this point anymore.
That might be Federico Garcia Lorca. I don't know if that's...
No, I clicked on that, and it's a male.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Like, unless he sings very high, which is possible, I'm not trying to discriminate against high vocal male singers, but I think it sounds very female. Sing. But anyways, I really liked when she kicked in at the end there. It really elevated the song more, and I maybe if I was the producer, I've talked about this with other songs with other artists, I might have shortened it a little bit, maybe just tightened it a little bit. I think it could have made for like an actual single, like a 4-minute single. But I enjoyed it very much so, and I'm enjoying this album. I can't believe. This is the first song on side 2, by the way. So we're already on side 2, just 3 songs to go. And it's for a Leonard Cohen album, it's moving much quicker than I anticipated. When I got this request from Richard, I was like, oof, okay. I just didn't know what my interest level would be, but I'm actually really quite enjoying this. And I say actually because I just didn't think I would. But I love the sound of his voice. I love the sound of this album, and of course his lyrics are bar none very well done.
Yeah.
Okay,
Same here.
yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, you should agree.
Jazz Police.
Can you tell me why the bells are ringing? Nothing's happened in a million years. I've been sitting here since Wednesday morning. Can't believe my ears. Jazz police are looking through my folders. Jazz police are talking to my niece. Jazz police have got their final orders. Jazzer, drop your axe, it's jazz police. Jesus taken serious by many. Jesus taken joyous by a few. Jazz police are paid by J. Paul Getty. Jazzers paid by J. Paul Getty too.
I don't know that illusion.
Wild as any freedom-loving racist, I applaud the actions of the chief. Tell me now, oh beautiful and spacious, am I in trouble with the jazz police? Jazz police are looking through my folders. Jazz police are talking to my niece. Jazz police have got their final orders. Jazzer, drop your axe, it's jazz police. They'll never understand our culture. They'll never understand the jazz police. Jazz police are working for my mother. Blood is thicker margarine than grease. Let me be somebody I admire. Let me be that muscle down the street. Stick another turtle on the fire. Guys like me are mad at turtle meat.
Boy, I don't know what the funny thing about this song. It's either this album has reminded me of a song here, a song there, some before, some after. But I know I know Leonard Cohen's not ripping off Michael Jackson. But do you remember? For those who remember, Disneyland had the Captain EO exhibit. It was like this Michael Jackson movie where he's in space, and, and he played Captain EO. In fact, we should probably react to the Captain EO adventures on our channel instead of the Expanse. A much better space journey is Captain EO than the Expanse.
Yeah, right.
But anyways, this bass line and music reminds me of that Captain EO song that he does in the movie.
Oh, really?
I was just picturing like Leonard Cohen like breaking out the breakdance and he's breakdancing on stage. So the song before this, he's waltzing on stage. Or this song, he's doing the moonwalk. Anyways, yeah, this was. I suspected this one would be a little bit more poppy. Just the title, Jazz Police. Funny imagery. I think this is a light song. I'm not too sure of the imagery or what he's trying to convey here. I do like the idea where it sounds like someone's trying to take away our fun, maybe, or try to policing our art.
Well, I was trying to kind of sift through the layers there and understand it too. I mean, there's a reference there that it's almost like jazz kind of disappeared, and maybe one of the reasons why it's disappeared is because the jazz police keep showing up and saying, that's not jazz, or that, kind of like telling people what's acceptable for jazz. That's my guess at it. I mean, here's an interesting point made in and of itself is, again, another song. We did the waltz, and now this song, this isn't the song that got him popular, but I would guess. Yeah.
This is Jazz Police is Leonard Cohen's #1 rated song.
But it is the kind of a song that if you're an artist and you worked with him on this kind of music and got a chance to kind of rub shoulders with him, you would for sure feel kind of like challenged as an artist working on something like this, because it's his expression. He's allowing there to be the popular song right next to one about jazz police and sticking turtle meat on the fire.
I love it. He's mad for turtle meat. I love it. Have you ever eaten turtle?
No, I can't say I have, and I don't really plan on it.
Yeah. Hard to crack the shells open to break them open.
Well, let me guess. You're going to tell us about a time in the Navy when you ate a turtle.
What's that, buddy?
Oh.
Okay, give me 20 minutes. 20 minutes. I'm live on YouTube. I can't do anything right now. All right. Just going to take my son on a bike ride, I guess. Okay, next song. Let's go. We got to hurry.
Okay.
You got to hurry. You can wait.
I can't forget.
What?
What
did you say?
I can't forget.
I forgot.
It's the name of...
I stumbled out of bed. I got ready for the struggle. I smoked a cigarette and I tightened up my gut. I said, this can't be me, must be my double. And I can't forget. I can't forget, but I don't remember what.
It's like me every day.
Yep.
I'm burning up the road. I'm heading down to Phoenix. I got this old address of someone that I knew. It was high, fine, and free. Ah, you should have seen us. And I can't forget. got this rig that runs on memory. And I promise to cross my heart they'll never catch up. But if they do, just tell them it was me. I loved you all my life, and that's how I wanna end it. The summer's almost gone, the winter's tuning up. Yeah, the summer's gone, but a lot goes on forever. And I can't forget, I can't forget, I can't forget, but I don't remember what.
I was just thinking this should be a country song, and it sounds like a country song. I like that. Like the
I
chord
totally agree.
structure.
I was going to say I totally agree with your. There's been a couple songs I forgot to mention on the previous one, so I'm sorry. But believe me when I say there was I think it was 3 songs ago where it had that kind of a country sound as well. So there's been a couple country sounding influences here.
Yeah, you picked up on what I had thought on a previous one as well, where I was like, I wonder, if that's a direction some of his music has gone, or if that's a genre that he's explored. And then this one felt a lot more in that genre. So just with all of these songs, all of them, I suspect they've been covered a lot. Yeah,
I would say a lot of his work has been covered contemporarily. Yeah.
Yeah. I would even guess, if I was going to guess at it, I would guess that it was probably pretty cool to cover a Leonard Cohen song for a while, right? Because of his, just the quality of his singing, and of course the music itself. That song that you even mentioned earlier, Hallelujah, that's been covered like.
Right. That's why I was confused. I didn't realize he was the genesis of that.
Yeah. So. Anyway,
well, I love the. I guess it was at a horn playing. I love that sound with the guitar. There was just a nice little. I could have listened to that loop for a longer time. There's that bass line. I can't forget. Just that draw. I love that musical. The music at the end there was beautiful. Yeah, that was a great boy. That's probably the strongest song. One of the stronger songs on the album, actually. Yeah, I think. Oh, so far I think it's my favorite song on the album.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, I liked it right away.
Okay.
But I already forget. What was my favorite song?
The next one. Tower of Song.
Closer. The album Closer.
Oh, this is the closer? We're already at the closer?
My friends are gone and my hair is gray. I ache in the places where I used to play. And I'm crazy for love, but I'm not coming on.
I wonder what he means by that.
I'm just paying my rent every day in the Tower of Song.
Oh, that's cool.
I said to Hank Williams, how lonely does it get? Hank Williams hasn't answered yet, but I hear him coughing all night long. rose above me in the tower of song.
Boy, I like this one too now.
Yeah.
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 This might be the best one on the album right now.
I think it is. We're not even halfway through it.
Yeah.
I was born like this. I had no choice. I was born with the gift of a golden voice and 27 angels from the great beyond. They tied me to this table right here in the Tower of Song. So you can stick your little pins in that voodoo doll. I'm very sorry, baby, it doesn't look like me at all. I'm standing by the window where the light is strong. Ah, they don't let a woman kill you, not in the Tower of Song. Now you can say that I've grown bitter, but of this you may be sure. The rich have got their channels in the bedrooms of the poor, and there's a mighty judgment coming, but I may be wrong. You see, I hear these funny voices in the Tower of Song. I see you standing on the other side. I don't know how the river got so wide. I loved you, baby, way back when. And all the bridges are burning that we might have crossed, but I feel so close to everything that we lost. We'll never have to lose it again. Now I bid you farewell. I don't know when I'll be back. They're moving us tomorrow to that tower down the track, but you'll be hearing from me, baby, long after I'm gone. I'll be speaking to you sweetly from a window in the Tower of Song. Yeah, my friends are gone and my hair is gray. I ache in the places where I used to play, and I'm crazy for love, but I'm not coming on. I'm just paying my rent every day in the Tower of Song.
Well, this song is extremely autobiographical. I think there's no doubt about it that he's literally just saying his Tower of Song, his life, his where he lives, where he resides. He pays his rent as an artist in that venue. And when he says he was born with a golden voice.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. That's Leonard Cohen's unreleased B-side. But yeah, like this was a definitely a biographical song on his life, and he talked about that golden voice because he felt that critics have told him, or he's read critics say about him, that he's got a flat singing voice. And so when he says, it's not my fault I was born with this golden voice, he was actually I think he was being sarcastic. I think he was saying,
Really?
yeah. So when he, from what I read online there really quickly, when he sings the song live and he gets to that line, I guess the crowd cheers.
Mm.
So, he's writing it kind of like, not tongue in cheek, what's the right saying, but he's writing it aware that he's been criticized, that he doesn't have, like, he's not singing like, whatever, like, think of a big opera singer or whatever. He doesn't have that kind of voice. He's singing the way he sings, and that's what makes him unique. So the fans love it. They love that he doesn't sing other than the way he sings. So when he gets to that line, I guess he gets a big cheer from the audience. But it's actually speaking to the critics saying, yeah, I know I had no choice that I was born with this quote unquote golden voice. So he's actually speaking to the critics there.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with everything he's saying there, and I'm glad you're doing all the behind the scenes stuff because I'm just kind of following along recording.
I know that you can't because you're recording on your side. Yeah.
I generally just as our like first kind of tip the toe into Leonard Cohen, this was a great choice, I think, for us to start with. Throughout, like even that last song, there was times in that when I was like, oh my goodness, like this is so coverable.
Right. Yeah. This song has been covered a few times. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought, because it sure sounded like there were some parts where when I was like, I imagined like this, like, almost like not heavy metal, but like heavier guitars come in with a bit of a heavier beat that kind of brings it almost like swells and then comes back down to the last. That's what I imagined. If I was to rewrite the song, I would add that to it, and it would just have that feel that I feel listening to even the lyrics themselves. The lyrics do that, and I thought maybe if the music did that too, it would really fill it in for me. So, generally, I think I'm really happy that we did this. We got a lot of comments in our YouTube stream, people giving us influence here. I don't know if we were able to answer all of them, but there certainly is a lot of backstory to a lot of this that we don't know.
Yeah, we're not an information channel. We're a first time listen channel, however you want to call it. Yeah, this isn't our job to give anyone information. If you're a Leonard Cohen fan, you already know everything. And if you're listening for the first time with us, then we hope you enjoyed and experienced some enjoyment listening to some new music on your end as well, dear listener. And Nathan and I certainly did. Thank you so much, Richard, for this experience. That's what we love about this channel is we're experiencing music and songs, albums, you name it, that we would never otherwise, like, I'm going to sit down and listen to 1988's Leonard Cohen's album. But I did today, and I'm really grateful for that. So thank you, Richard.
Yeah. No, very cool. Thank you very, very much. And do you have anything else to say? Is that it?
Yes. That's it.
Okay, thanks to everyone who's following along, and we will see you on the next video.
Yeah.